Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's live video for TT Madrid. I don't know about you guys back in the States. I know East time, it's about East Coast time. It's 9 o'clock, the workday is well underway. Here it's a beautiful fall afternoon. The weather's finally starting to cool down a little bit. I've got a car to get on, feeling really great. So for those of you who follow our social media already, our Facebook, Instagram, you're pretty familiar, I'm sure, with Christina. She is one of our grads who has been doing a series of videos on life in Madrid, life as a teacher. I'm going to be joining her in that effort, but from the perspective of someone who has just completed the program. So I'm a recent September grad. I've been just finished the program, I think, maybe like a month ago now, and I'm going to be giving you a fresh perspective on life living in Madrid, life as a teacher, all the fun stuff that comes with the TEFL program. But before I do any of that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and how I came to be in this beautiful city, especially when my life back home was really great. So I never thought I was going to be a teacher, never in my life. It was always something people asked me, but it was never something I felt like was going to fit me, because I always wanted to be an artist. And that's what I studied when I went to school. I studied art. And it was actually during school when I had some really wonderful teachers in the critique room, people who would give me fantastic feedback and who would compliment me on my ability to give feedback. They were the ones who started questioning, do you think that teaching could be a part of your practice? This thing that you're already doing, this thing you already love. And I started thinking, well, if you as a teacher are helping me so much to develop something that I love, why couldn't I consider doing the same? Especially if it's something that you already observed me doing in the classroom. So I graduated with my degree in sculpture. I worked freelance for a while doing some theater work, set design, props design, makeup, a lot of writing. I did a minor in creative writing. And it was through working in my community that people started asking me, well, you do this thing. For example, I made a lot of prop body parts. For example, the head of Macbeth, when Macbeth gets beheaded during the play. Spoiler if you didn't know Macbeth. But it was through doing stuff like that that people started asking me to teach workshops on how to do what I was doing for my practice. So I said, yes, yeah, why not? I'll try it. And I really loved it. I really loved being able to share things that I knew how to do, and with people who really wanted to know how to do those things. And there was sort of like a shared passion there. And after doing that for about 2 years on and off through various opportunities, I felt like I was reaching a point where I wasn't going to be growing at the rate that I wanted to grow as a person, as an artist, just in general. And I looked at grad schools. I even applied and was accepted to grad schools, and in the end decided it wasn't the time and that I wanted to do something else. And that was when I started looking at teaching English abroad, because it offered me so many things that I wanted to do. I wanted to continue working on my own practice, my own art, but I also wanted to be able to see other places, and I wanted that feeling of helping other people, which was something that teaching was giving me more and more of. And so I actually had a coworker who completed a program in Prague, but the issue was that that program didn't provide visas, which is something that TT Madrid does provide. And of course, on an American passport, you get 90 days free in the EU, the Schengen zone, but you can't stay longer than that, and I wanted to stay longer. But the house, the program that I was looking at, they recommended teaching Madrid as something they thought was was doing the same thing that they were doing, or was doing something that they could support as being reputable. And I did some research online. I chatted with Helen, who was an absolute guru when it comes to all things visa related, all the legal processes of getting you into Madrid. She makes it very easy. So if you have any questions about that, whether you're from the States, whether you're from the UK, whether you're from anywhere and you want to come to Madrid, she's going to know how to help you. And if she doesn't, she's going to know how to figure out how to help you. So never hesitate to ask anyone for questions, because if one person doesn't know, the team is so knowledgeable. So as I said before, I've just arrived in August, just completed the course, and now I'm preparing for the rest of this wonderful journey. I'm really excited to keep you guys updated as I go along. And so if you ever have any questions about what it's like being not only new in Madrid, new as a teacher, but just about experiencing a totally new world for the first time, please don't hesitate to reach out, ask me. You know, it's possible I can answer it in my next video. It's possible we can do an entire video on that subject. So, hey CJ! Good to see you. CJ, she's great. She's like sort of my boss, but she's a cool boss, not like a regular boss. Anyway, so definitely reach out with any questions. I'm happy to answer them, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Have a wonderful day. It's Tuesday. You're getting through the week. You're awesome. Talk to you guys again soon. Ciao.